Hello! I thought I would make a pretty simple, pretty short tutorial on how I go about using my controller on my phone or tablet. I personally use an iPad. It is a little bit bigger than a DS, but this is what I use for it. So a list of programs that I'm using for this is my iPad, OBS, Let's View, and Delta. So Delta is the program in which we are running the game. I'm not making a tutorial right this second for how to set up Delta, but I can if it's needed. It's pretty simple. If I can do it, you can probably do it. I'm pretty fucking stupid. As for connecting your controllers, that's fairly easy. So we just go into here. You can't really see my settings, but you can see over here. Give me 1 second. You can see over here that I have my left and right Joy-Con connected here. So that's pretty easy. I will say I do have some difficulty with reconnecting them, so I do forget device and then reconnect the Joy-Con every time that I go to use it as a controller on my device. And you can pair it with just about any Apple device. I have an iPhone 14, I think. It's a little bit newer. It does work on there. The smaller iPad that I'm using is an iPad mini. And this is what's connected here, what you're currently looking at. And then I have a much older iPad, which is one of the first iPads I ever bought, and it does connect on there as well. So I don't think there's any sort of generation issue with connecting these. Now, if you give me 1 second, we're gonna hit this guy. Boop. There we go. And then you can see that this is connected just as a controller. I will say when you put this through Delta that it does take the cute little DS skin screen away. So if you would prefer that, disconnecting the controllers will simply put that back on there for you. And then you can use the touch screen in order to use touch controls. Now, the program that I use in order to put this through OBS is Let's View. You can see here it is a little bit laggy, and that can be kind of annoying. I do find that resetting it helps, but you can only reset it so many times. Now, this is purely lag on Let's View's end in inputting that into OBS. It is not lagging on Delta's end on the iPad, but this is what I use in order to do that. If you're using Let's View, this is a pretty simple setup. You're just going to slide down on the device that you're using, and you can see over here that you have this little screen mirroring button. If you don't, you can set that up in your options through Apple, and then you're just going to select the Let's View option there. In order to connect it, it takes maybe 20 seconds. It's really not bad. Like 10 to 20 seconds. And then it is all connected through there. Pretty simple, pretty easy. If you are unaware how to connect your Joy-Con, you're simply going to take the Joy-Con, and there is a button on the inside of it. Hold it down until your device can register it in the Bluetooth settings. This will pair with anything Bluetooth, so I believe it works on Android. I don't have an Android device to test it on, so I can't tell you yes or no. But it works for Apple. This is what I've used. It's pretty good. I prefer to play things with a controller because I'm too small-brained to do keyboard, and I find the touch controls on Delta are just a little too sensitive for me. I have fat fingers though, so if you're not like squishy large like I am, you're probably good. If you need help setting this up, you're definitely welcome to ask questions. I can't say I'm a professional in this. This is just what I know. I said I would make a tiny short tutorial on how I do it. I hope it helps a little bit. You're welcome to come to my stream and ask questions, or leave questions in the comments. I will do my best.